Hi guys, I'm Corinne and here is my honest review of Shaw Academy. So if you clicked this video, you're probably wondering, is Shaw Academy a legit company? Is it a scam? You probably clicked here or searched here because you heard about it and you just don't know if you can trust it or if it's worth your time. And I'm here to help save you a lot of time and money by letting you know that it is not worth your time. And it is actually the opposite of worth your time. It will steal away time from you and it will steal away money from you without giving much in return. So let's go ahead and look first at the pros, because I really hate it when there's a review out there and it's like, this company is a scam, it's terrible, and they're not even upfront about the honest pros of the company. And so as a person who's looking into that company, you might think, well, is that just a disgruntled person who had a bad experience? My experience probably won't be that bad because I'm a really smart person, I'm a smart consumer, and I keep track of things. And they do offer a free trial, and a lot of times with companies that offer a free trial, someone signs up and then they forget to cancel and they get mad and then they blame the company. So I know you're probably thinking maybe, all those reviews I saw about it being a scam are just from those angry people who forgot to cancel the trial. So just to let you know, those are not from people who got angry because they forgot to cancel the trial. They are angry about the fact that they did cancel the trial and they still got charged, or that they got charged after canceling, or that they got charged just for no reason at all, just because they dared to use Shaw Academy. So before we get to that craziness, I just want to tell you the pros about the site. It is in fact an actual site. It's not just like a scam that's taking your information and then you find, lo and behold, the site doesn't exist. The site does exist. There are actual courses, and they kind of mislead you because they show you that the courses are live, but they aren't really with live instructors. I should just focus on the pros. That's really hard for me to do, I'm sorry. Anyway, so it's a real website. There are courses. There's 3 different varieties of types of courses. Some are creative, like photography. Some are graphic design. Some are more business focused. There's even a health and fitness course. There's actual, real, maybe possibly professors teaching these courses. By professors, I mean a person who knows about that information. Can I prove whether or not they actually got a degree or that they actually have experience? No, I cannot. But they are a real person telling you things about graphic design or whatever the course is, and the information is actual legit information. I started taking the graphic design course and the weight loss and fitness course. The information I got was solid information. It was actually very helpful, and I really liked the information. Good things first. I like that you can schedule your class, and it reminds you when your class is, so it encourages you to go to class. So there's a lot of accountability that way, which is really neat. That's about where the plus sides end. Okay, here's the cons. The class says it's live, but it's not actually live because the instructor is not there live. There might be other students who are live, but from my experience, that's almost never the case. So it's just gonna be you watching a recording, and by live, they just mean that you can't rewind it, which makes it very frustrating because not only is the class extremely dull, boring, and slow, but also sometimes you miss what an instructor says even though they're going so slow, and you want to rewind, but you can't. And then you just have to move on and hope that you get the information later, or wait until the course is done, because you are allowed to re-watch it later and watch a recording of it. I mostly just didn't show up for the live courses and then just watch the recording after the fact so that I could rewind and pause and that sort of thing, which was much better. But then the bad side about that is it ended up taking me 2 hours to do a 1-hour course, because that's how many times I had to pause it because of the things that they were saying that were just confusing, or just it was hard to understand the teacher's accent. Every teacher has an accent that is not American from my experience. So if you are from the UK, that might just fit right in your wheelhouse. But if you are an American with an American accent, some of the teachers are hard to understand, but not impossible. That's not really a con. It's just neutral, but just keep that in mind that you might have to pause a lot. So that kind of makes it difficult with the live recording. You have to go back and rewatch it. Yeah, so the classes got a little bit boring, and by the end of like my third class, I just felt like my brain was going to explode from boredom and I had a really hard time engaging with it. And for comparison, I've also taken classes on Coursera, Skillshare, and Udemy, however you say that. And I never found those classes boring at all. They're made usually by individual instructors who put a lot of time and care into the cinematography and the creation of their courses, and they're usually very engaging and fun. That was not the case with the Shaw Academy. That just wasn't very engaging. So I wasn't really planning on renewing my subscription after the free trial ended. I wasn't planning on keeping it going, but that's where the nightmare began, and this is why now I believe they are a scam. So after watching some of these classes and being like, this is kind of boring, you notice that there's this thing called a toolkit. Now, this is something that they post on their site. There's multiple pop-ups about it. There's multiple emails about it. They send you notifications to your cell phone about it. They call you and try to sell you it. You just get bombarded with things about this toolkit. And there's about 10 to 20 to 30 buttons on your dashboard where your classes are, where if you click that button, you will automatically purchase a toolkit. And you can purchase this thing unlimited times because they have like multiple ones per course. Okay, so it says in really tiny letters, one-click purchase. You never have to authorize that one-click purchase. You just click it and then it's purchased. I accidentally clicked that once because it's just right front and center, easy to click, and they put it right next to the like start your course button. Accidentally clicked it. It charged me $39.95. I emailed the company right away, said, you know, I didn't want to purchase this thing. It was close to the button. I clicked it by accident. And they were like, oh no, you know what? Sorry about that, but we can't refund you the toolkit. So you're just gonna have to keep it. Then I went into my bank and I noticed they actually didn't just charge me for the toolkit that I accidentally clicked. They charged me twice. I clicked once, got charged twice. All right, so if you go into their FAQ, you'll see that this is something that happens a lot on their site because they have an FAQ called, what happens if I get double charged? If that's one of your FAQs, then maybe you should fix that issue. So I emailed them, let them know I was double charged. They responded again saying that they can't refund it because once you already purchase it, then they can't disable it, which is a complete lie. And I didn't purchase it. I only clicked it once, accidentally. Anyway, so they said for my troubles, they were gonna give me a whole year for free instead of just the 4-week trial. So I was gonna let it go because I was like, okay, these classes are really boring, but if I have a whole year to get it done, I could probably suffer through one class a week and I'll at least learn something, even if it's boring to do. Anyway, I thought that was the end of it, but then I received a phone call from an unknown number. Answered it, and lo and behold, it was Shaw Academy. Someone with a very heavy accent, not like the professor's accent, which was understandable, but like an accent I could barely understand. And I don't mean to put people down for accents. I love accents, but it's important when you're doing sales that you can understand what the person is telling you. And it's important for my story because they claim that I said something I didn't. So this person calls, can't understand them too much, but I know what they're saying. They say, I'm your student advisor and I wanted to see how your classes are going. And I said, you know, they're going all right, but I was double charged this amount and I still haven't been able to get a refund. And they told me, you know, I'll double check and look in over those emails and I'll expedite your refund. Great. Then they said, yeah, and also because you've been doing so well, I'm going to give you some extra toolkits. I'm going to give you a toolkit for all the modules of your course. And I was like, oh, cool, that's nice of you. And they're like, yeah, anything else I can do for you? And I was like, nope, just want that refund. And they're like, cool. And then we hung up. And I kid you not, less than 2 seconds later, I got charged on my PayPal from Shaw Academy $99.95. Of course, I emailed them again, and they sent me back saying that I had agreed on the phone to a quarterly plan. Okay, yes, he had an accent. It was hard to understand, but I can guarantee you he did not use the words quarterly or plan or upgrade or purchase. He didn't even hint at a possible agreement. I mean, I could imagine they might say something like trying to trick you into a purchase, like, hey, yeah, would you like more toolkits? Cool, I can help you. I can add those to your account. Sometimes salespeople are tricky and they try to make something sound like it's not going to cost anything, but a true salesperson from a company that is legitimate will always make it clear that you are in fact purchasing something before they get off the phone, because it is illegal to charge somebody for something they didn't buy. That is what Shaw Academy did to me. They did not get any permission or use any sort of phrasing in English or any other language that means you are committing to a purchase. And then they charged me $99. And of course I emailed them again and they said, oh no, we can't refund it. So I've emailed them probably like 10 times. Every time they email me back saying they can't refund me, I email them again telling them I need a refund. And I since have done research on this company and found so many bad reviews for them on so many different sites with so many different stories, many just like mine or worse. And it's just crazy that they're even still in business. They've been in business since at least 2017, and since then they've been running kind of scams like this the whole time. I don't know how they're still in business. My only thought is maybe because they're in a different country. They're in the UK, they're in Dublin actually. But I know Ireland is a great country that has laws and things to protect consumers, but maybe since a lot of their consumers are in different countries, maybe it makes it harder to protect them because it's online. I don't know, but all I can say is make sure you avoid this company, and if you did get any money taken from them or you signed up for anything, make sure you call them to cancel. You're gonna have to go into your account and click on cancel and keep clicking through until you get the number, and then call them and press button 2 and 4 like 15 times before you finally get through to where it lets you cancel. And make sure you do that, or they will keep charging you for just random things that they claim you purchased. Make sure you do that. And also, please report them to Consumer Affairs or any other kind of agency that you have in your country or your area. Now, I did see, this is very helpful. There is a Reddit page, and it's called Shaw Academy _scam. Go to Reddit and search this Reddit page. There are so many useful resources on there on petitions you can sign, companies you can report fraud to and scam to, and even tricks on how you can get a refund from this company, and all of the names of the people who work for this company who are making these types of decisions. So please check that out to protect yourself and protect others. And if you haven't decided to purchase yet, do yourself a favor and go to Skillshare or Coursera or Udemy instead, so you can actually learn something, you won't be bored, and you won't have to worry about all your money being stolen. All right. Oh yeah, and last but not least, I did create a Facebook group too. Go to Facebook and search up Shaw Academy is a scam, and it's all in caps. Scam is all in caps. And you can join my Facebook group and share your reviews of Shaw Academy, your experiences on there, and also get tips and tricks on how to get a refund and how to get justice for this company, because no one should be losing money on something like this. Thank you guys. Have a great day.